the small.
Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Natasha. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be filming what I eat in a day with a very big focus around hormonal health. So a couple of videos ago, I mentioned some hormonal imbalances I was going through. Since then, I've been to a naturopath, I've gotten my results, and boy, do I have a lot of work to do. My biggest focus is trying to balance my hormones naturally, and I wanted to start with what I eat. I've been to the naturopath, like I mentioned, and she's prescribed me a few things which I'll only be taking for a few months for a very specific thing that I'm trying to fix, whereas the foods that I eat and the lifestyle changes that I make will be more permanent so that I can keep my hormones balanced, ideally forever. So I'm starting with the coffee, of course, no changes there, but the one thing that I've added to my coffee is PHGG. Actually, I'll bring the container so I can show you what it looks like. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It is partially hydrolyzed guar gum. It's basically like a prebiotic fiber. This is one of the things that was prescribed by my naturopath. It's one serve of this a day. It is pretty flavorless. You can add it to anything. I've decided to be adding it to my coffee. That way I can consistently take it at the same time, because my coffee every morning, it just doesn't change. A serving of the guar gum has 5.2 grams of fiber. It is a prebiotic that also maintains a healthy microflora balance in your gut. The biggest change to my diet and my new focus is fiber. I am currently trying to have at least 30 grams of fiber in my diet daily. The nationally recommended is 25 grams. I suggest starting with the daily recommended and see how you feel. I personally knew that I needed more, and I was happy to start at a higher level and see how my body responded, and so far I'm responding very well, so I'll probably keep it at 30. I was always the friend that whenever I got hungry, I basically had to eat inside 15 minutes. I would get a headache, I would get lightheaded, I would get a little bit dizzy, and I generally thought that was just me having a very active metabolism and like just being hungry quicker. I've come to realize that was actually my blood sugar spiking too high, and so when I crash a bit too hard. Adding more fiber to my diet has helped me regulate that. Anyways, I'm now going to finish my coffee. I will finish up my morning routine by planning out what I'm going to eat for the rest of the day, and I will catch you guys when it's breakfast time. Alright, it is now time for breakfast. So as you guys just saw, I was prepping my lunch. I'll let you know what it is when it's lunchtime, but it's obviously a slow cooker meal, so I needed to start cooking it now because it won't be ready for another 5 hours. But throughout the day, I'm going to show you how I'm adding a lot more fiber into my diet. Most of what I eat has sort of stayed the same in terms of like everything else, so I'm still trying to get 140 grams of protein a day, and now I've just added the fact that I'm trying to get 30 grams of fiber. And to keep that simple, I am maintaining my high protein meals and simply being a lot more intentional about which vegetables and fruit I add to my diet. Trying to get 140 grams honestly with as much fiber as I'm getting is become a little bit hard, because fiber also helps by regulating your insulin. It helps you keep you fuller for longer, and protein does the same thing as well. So previously I used to have 3 main meals and 2 snacks, and now I'm trying to eat like 4 times a day. But when I'm fuller for longer, I have been finding that a little bit hard. So some days I've only been eating 3 times a day and trying to get 140 grams of protein in 3 meals. is a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. For breakfast, we're gonna have protein pancakes with a side of eggs and pork slices. I, for the life of me, cannot make protein pancakes from scratch. I have tried and I have failed every time, but I just buy this, it's called the protein pancake, and it's really good. It's got really good ingredients, 10 grams of protein per serve, and really, really easy to make, just like equal parts water as mix. So I'll show you. So my main source of fiber for my breakfast will be from my berries. I'll add berries to my pancakes. And I also have a greens powder as well, which has about 3 grams of protein. Oh, and the berries has about 5 grams of protein a serve. And I'm trying to get at least 40 grams of protein for breakfast, so that sets me up pretty well for the rest of the day. That's why I have the eggs and the pork slices. I think I'll probably end up making some kind of like egg bake for the rest of the day, just so I'm not having to prepare everything daily. Oh, I forgot to hit my pan. So we have 38 grams of protein here and 8 grams of fiber. Bon appetit. Completely forgot that I was vlogging, and I did not film a single thing in my gym session. It was pretty good. I decided to do a bit of a full body session just because I skipped some sessions yesterday, so I was combining like an upper and a lower. Anyways, so I usually do a click and collect grocery shop, but I like to buy my fruit and fresh veg myself because I do have a conspiracy theory that when you click and collect, they pick the shittiest fruits for you. So I'm just about to head to the shops, get me some fruit, some veg, I think, and just some spices that are missing. I am back home now. That was a very quick stop to the shop for the fruit. I got Danny some high-grade dog food as well because she's been having really bad allergies this year, so I'm trying to get her actually good dog food. This is literally made out of something that humans would eat. Human-grade pet food. She's also switching up her diet, guys. And then I just simply got 2 bags of kale. Again, very high in fiber. For apples, I usually like to get like 2 apples and 2 pears, but they didn't have any good pears, so apples would do. And these are just like a really good, easy, quick snack to grab. And that gives you about 2.5 grams of fiber. Chia seeds, which I need to make a chia pudding for. Again, fiber. I also got some spice seeds because I've seen this. It's called cumin, coriander, fennel tea, and it's meant to help with your digestion. I obviously haven't tried that yet, so I'm pretty keen to try that and see how it helps. Finally got an avocado that will be part of my dinner tonight, and some flax seeds. These have 13 grams of fiber per serve, so I'll probably be adding these into my smoothies or my salads. I think I'll add it into my salad for dinner tonight. That is a quick grocery haul right there. My house smells absolutely divine with this slow cooker beef I'm making. Now, you guys would have seen the size of my slow cooker. It's quite tiny, so I won't be able to finish the rest of my meal in it. I need to basically just like half cook the pasta and then add that in, which I'll have to do on the stove now because everything else won't fit in the tiny small slow cooker. Right, it looks like I have dried up my pasta a bit too much. Oopsies. I know where I fucked up because it said finish the cooking off for 20 minutes in the slow cooker, but I did it on the stove and I forgot to adjust the time. Still tastes good, just a little bit dry. So I'll finish it off. I actually haven't even explained what it is. Basically, I got this recipe off Instagram and I try to keep my recipes as simple as possible. This was a slow cooker one. So just put the meat in with the sauce and left it for 5 hours, and then just a few finishing touches with some cheese, some Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and to top it off, so the recipe just had regular pasta, but we ain't no regulars out here. Sorry, I have to fish this up from the bin. I added, oh yuck. It's this protein pasta that I get from Coles. And this has, does it say on the front? It's got 24 grams of protein per serve. So on top of the beef, the cheese, the cream, and the yogurt, my pasta has protein as well. Now, I think I already mentioned this during breakfast, but basically I find a high protein meal that I want to make, and oh, it's ready. And then I simply add in my high fiber foods after. Obviously you can add them in the meal, but I haven't found many meals that are high protein, high fiber that I would like to make. If you guys know some, let me know. So I'm simply just gonna add some kale and some broccoli into a bowl, steam that, and then top my pasta over the vegetables. All right, there you have it, and that's lunch. I haven't worked out what the macros are yet, but no doubt this would be high protein. I decided to add some flax seeds as well, just to add some extra fiber, just because I didn't add as much kale as I wanted to, or broccoli, because I wanted to top it up with more pasta. And then I'm just having a side of cranberry juice in my fancy glass. Hello guys, it is many hours later, 3 hours to be exact. I have just made myself a nice coffee. I'm feeling pretty full still from lunch. I probably won't really eat anything until dinner. If I do, I'll let you know. I might have an apple. Oh, speaking of, I finally put all my food in the, I use LifeSum app, by the way, to track my calories. I put my lunch in, and I may have gone overboard with the fiber because I added the chia seeds in the end because I just thought I wasn't getting enough fiber. Turns out it was quite a lot, so I might need to scale it back for dinner, because you also don't want to overdo it on fiber. It can cause some tummy issues and block you up a little bit, especially if you're not drinking enough water. If you're deciding to increase your fiber intake, definitely stay on top of how much water you drink, otherwise you just be blocked up. I get to a bit of a sticking point around 3:30. It's usually when I'll be having a snack, if that's what I am feeling like, but because I'm not feeling hungry, I most likely won't be having a snack, which means the 20 grams of protein I was going to eat in my snack, I now need to add to my dinner. It is not an easy life I live, but someone has to live it. I will let you know how I end up navigating that, and I still endeavor to eat my 140 grams of protein by the end of the day in 3 meals. Whoa. And just like that, it is dinner time. So as you would have seen, I'm going to be having fish for dinner, and I didn't end up having anything else since I last spoke to you. So just to cover that extra protein, I will be having 2 pieces. So each piece is like 20 grams, 2 pieces, that's the extra 20 grams. I'm going to be having fish, and I usually have it with like kind of like a quinoa salad, but it turns out I've run out of quinoa. So I'll just be having it with kale, some cauliflower rice, and then I'll see what else I have to kind of make it a bit more like heftier. While the fish is in the air fryer, I'm going to jump in the shower and clean myself off. That is a big reason why I prefer air fryer meals for dinner, because I can just pop it off and then go away, get my shower done, and by the time I'm done with my shower, my meal is ready. It's almost like someone else is cooking the meal for you while you go do whatever else you need to do. And that for me is on efficiency. Alright, so I think I said that I didn't have anything else to eat, but I lied. I actually ended up having an apple before my meal, just to tie me up until dinner. And also while I was showering, I decided what I'm gonna do with the ingredients I have. I'm basically going to make kind of like a fish burrito bowl, except I'm going to use cauliflower rice for my rice. And I have refried beans that I made myself, which will be my source of fiber for dinner. And I've got tomato and red onion, and I'm going to make that into a bit of a salsa. And I've got coriander as well, so that'll be my salsa. And I've also got lettuce, which will also be part of the base of the meal. So let's see how I whip that up. Alright, the rice and the beans are pretty much good to go. The fish is taking a little bit longer because I did cook it straight from the freezer. It's obviously best to like defrost your fish, but sometimes I'll like preemptively defrost something thinking I want to eat it, then I end up changing my mind last minute. That happens quite a lot. So it's easy for me to keep it in the freezer until I'm actually about to eat it. Also decided to pour myself sparkling water, light and fruity. These are hands down the best. They don't even taste like sparkling water, it just kind of tastes like juice. Oh, also I realized I forgot to mention the fish I'm having. I'm having a snapper. I find it the best protein per 100 gram ratio. Salmon's also usually pretty good. Salmon and snapper are my 2 go-tos. And there you have it, guys. This is what dinner looks like. I try to make it cute and aesthetic, but I kind of messed it up with the mayonnaise. Topped it up with some jalapeno sauce as well. And yeah, that's what we're looking like. My fish burrito bowl. All right, let's give Dunny her food. Dunny, come get your food, darling. Come get your food. Let's see, you can do this with one hand. Oh, she's got beans as well. Sit. Good girl. Alright, go get it. Good girl. You got chicken, beans, carrot, and peas. Alright, time for me and Danny to eat dinner. And I have one final thing that I'll be having today, and I take it right before bed. So once I have my dinner, I'll probably watch something on Netflix. I actually don't know what I'm watching. And then I will catch you later, and we'll talk about this special drink. Look at that, it's the next day. I did film my final drink, but I was too tired to pick up a camera and record. But basically the final thing that I had yesterday was my magnesium drink, and this was prescribed by my naturopath. It's called Mag Calm, and it is, like I said, a magnesium drink which helps you sleep, because the big thing about trying to maintain your hormonal health or trying to like bring it back on track is getting enough sleep, and not just enough sleep but a good quality of sleep. I tend to be quite a light sleeper, so I do fall asleep pretty easily, but any noise, anything like it does wake me up. So this drink has helped me staying asleep like all through the night. I'm now the kind of person that will, once I fall asleep, I'm basically not waking up until the morning, which is great. I sometimes wake up to pee obviously, but I am so gluggy when I wake up to pee that as soon as my head touches the pillow, I'm back asleep. Apart from magnesium, it's also got a decent dose of zinc and calcium, which are very good for balancing your estrogen levels. This particular drink has been prescribed, but if you're looking to get maybe like a better quality of sleep, if you're struggling with sleep, you can just go get magnesium tablets, which is what I was on before I saw my naturopath. Anyways, I am going to close off this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching as always. Thank you for being here. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel, because I am going to give you guys a video every week, I think. Fingers crossed. Anyways, thank you for being here. Bye.